Welcome back, gamers! November is packed with absolute bangers for the Nintendo Switch and the upcoming Switch 2. From breathtaking adventures and emotional journeys to chaotic action and nostalgic comebacks. Today, we're diving into 15 new upcoming games of November that you definitely don't want to miss. So grab your Joy-Cons, sit back, and let's see what's waiting for us this month. Demonschool is where academia meets the underworld in one surreal, stylish collision. You step into the shoes of Faye, the last heir of an ancient demon-hunting bloodline, just trying to survive her first year of college, until she realizes that her school life is crawling with entities far darker than bad grades. Developed by Necrosoft Games and published by Isbrid Games, this tactical RPG blends the best of Persona-like social systems with horror-infused Italian cinema aesthetics. You'll manage your classmates' schedules, juggle lectures and friendships, and then dive headfirst into warped dimensions where demons lurk and strategy reigns. Every encounter is a puzzle. Every decision reshapes the fragile balance between the real and the supernatural.
Once you're happy with your choices, you start the action phase and watch it go. These are the main puzzle pieces you'll be working with, but there are 15 characters, each with their own unique abilities for you to discover. You can also study new techniques, improve your relationships, fight huge bosses, and unravel the mystery of why demons are breaking through to the human world.
The legendary fusion of anime and football is finally back. Inazuma 11. Victory Road brings the electric energy of Level 5's iconic series to a whole new generation. After countless delays, it's finally set to kick off on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 this November. The game delivers everything fans have been waiting for: cinematic soccer battles with RPG-style tactics, a sprawling story mode packed with dozens of characters, and deep team-building features that let you craft your dream squad. Matches unfold like epic duels, filled with over-the-top special moves and dramatic slow-motion shots straight out of an anime finale. With cross-play support and digital-only access across platforms, Victory Road marks a bold new era for the franchise. Fast, flashy, and full of that unmistakable Inazuma spirit that makes every match feel like the final moment of a championship. In the distant year 10,000, humanity's legacy lies in ruins, and one clone named Kent must rebuild it. Kentum invites you into a stunning 2D Craftervania adventure where creation and survival intertwine. As Kent, alongside your quirky robot companion ORB, you'll explore a vast hostile planet teeming with strange life and volatile climates. Build, craft, automate, and fight your way through 3 distinct modes: story, creative, and sandbox, each offering its own rhythm and freedom. One moment you're constructing factories that hum with mechanical precision, the next you're facing the wild forces of nature that threaten to undo your progress. The visuals burst with detail and motion, while the layered gameplay ensures no 2 sessions feel the same. Kentum isn't just about surviving, it's about reviving civilization itself, one blueprint and one breath at a time. Neon lights, gunfire, and pure chaos. Welcome to Neon Inferno, a high-octane side-scrolling shooter that turns retro arcade action into a cinematic firefight. Set in a futuristic, war-torn New York City of 2055, you play as either Angelo Morano or Mariana Vitti, assassins caught in the bloody crossfire between rival crime families and corrupt law enforcers. The game's signature mechanic lets you fight across multiple visual layers, not just side to side, but through the depth of the scene, weaving between foreground and background as bullets fly in every direction. With pixel art soaked in neon and dust, slow-motion bullet time, and a co-op mode for those who crave double the mayhem, Neon Inferno feels like a lost arcade classic rebuilt for the modern age. Rue Valley is a haunting narrative RPG that drops you into a town where time itself has lost meaning. You play as a man trapped in an endless loop, reliving the same eerie day over and over, each cycle peeling back more of the town's unsettling secrets. With a hand-drawn, comic book-inspired art style and parallax-layered backdrops, The world feels like a fever dream of nostalgia and melancholy. Inspired by the likes of Disco Elysium, the game leans heavily on introspection, dialogue, and emotional depth. Every choice you make reshapes your personality, your fears, your empathy, your sanity, and each iteration of the loop forces you to confront the consequences of who you've become. Rue Valley is not about escaping the loop, it's about understanding why it exists. Winter Burrow invites you into a heartwarming yet quietly melancholic tale set in the frozen woods. You play as a small mouse returning from the city to find your childhood burrow buried in snow and memories. The cozy, hand-painted visuals and gentle pacing hide a surprisingly deep survival experience. You'll gather resources, rebuild your home, craft tools, and bake comfort into every corner of your life. It's a story of resilience and rediscovery as you navigate harsh winters, mend broken shelters, and uncover the mystery of your missing aunt. With its soft lighting, acoustic soundtrack, and cottagecore atmosphere, Winter Burrow isn't about racing against hunger. It's about slowing down, surviving with care, and finding peace in the crackle of a small fire on a long, cold night.
But then something happened.
Goodnight Universe is a dreamlike narrative experience that explores the world through the eyes of Isaac, a 6-month-old baby awakening to psychic powers he doesn't understand. Created by Nice Dream, the studio behind Before Your Eyes, this game takes emotional storytelling to an entirely new level. You interact not through buttons, but through the camera itself. Your gaze, your reactions, your emotions become the controls. The story follows Isaac's innocent desire for love and belonging as his family grapples with a mysterious tech corporation that sees him as something more than human. Every chapter is intimate, surreal, and deeply human, weaving science fiction with raw emotion. Goodnight Universe feels less like playing a game and more like stepping into a memory, one that trembles between wonder, fear, and the quiet hope of being understood.
I have to go now, but don't worry.
It was trippy.
My brain must have just grown faster. But if I wasn't that, then what the hell was I?
Morsels is a bizarre, irresistible roguelite where hunger becomes evolution. You start as a desperate mouse scavenging the sewers, but after encountering a sentient mass of filth known as a fatberg, you gain the power to morph into monstrous little creatures, the titular Morsels. Each form you absorb grants new abilities, from acidic spits to explosive dashes, letting you switch mid-battle to adapt and survive. Developed by Furcula and published by Annapurna Interactive, this top-down adventure thrives on chaos and creativity, blending grimy visuals with surprising charm. Hidden arenas and secret transformations keep every run unpredictable, while the underlying mouse versus cat theme gives it a tongue-in-cheek sense of rebellion. Morsels is grotesque, funny, and oddly touching, a reminder that even in the darkest corners, life finds a way to mutate and fight back. Dinkum brings the spirit of the Australian outback to life in one of the coziest survival life sims around. You begin on a rugged, sun-soaked island with nothing but your tent and determination, slowly transforming your humble camp into a vibrant town full of life. Farming, fishing, mining, hunting, everything unfolds at your own pace beneath red skies and golden horizons. The wildlife is lively, the community grows organically, and the sense of progress feels rewarding in every small detail. From planting your first crops to designing the layout of a thriving settlement. Developed by James Bendon and published by Krafton, Dinkum's charm lies in its authenticity. Warm, grounded, and endlessly relaxing. It's the kind of game that makes you lose track of time, just building, exploring, and breathing in the quiet rhythm of island life. Forestrike hits like a lightning bolt, fast, fluid, and fiercely tactical. Developed by Skeleton Crew Studio and published by Devolver Digital, it's a martial arts roguelite that merges precision combat with spiritual introspection. You play as you, a disciplined warrior monk on a mission to rescue the Emperor from a corrupt admiral. The game's standout mechanic, Foresight, lets you preview entire battles in your mind before they happen, planning every strike, block, and counterattack, and then stepping into the fight to execute it flawlessly. The combat feels cinematic, almost choreographed, each encounter demanding focus and rhythm rather than brute force. With its hand-inked art style, ancient temples drenched in moonlight, and sound design that hums like meditation before an explosion, Forestrike captures that perfect balance between mindfulness and mayhem.
Mistakes. Then you must achieve. And though you will foresee your own defeat many times,
Forestrike hits like a lightning bolt, fast, fluid, and fiercely tactical. Developed by Skeleton Crew Studio and published by Devolver Digital, it's a martial arts roguelite that merges precision combat with spiritual introspection. You play as you, a disciplined warrior monk on a mission to rescue the Emperor from a corrupt admiral. The game's standout mechanic, Foresight, lets you preview entire battles in your mind before they happen, planning every strike, block, and counterattack, and then stepping into the fight to execute it flawlessly. The combat feels cinematic, almost choreographed, each encounter demanding focus and rhythm rather than brute force. With its hand-inked art style, ancient temples drenched in moonlight, and sound design that hums like meditation before an explosion, Forestrike captures that perfect balance between mindfulness and mayhem.
While in the other, wonder, is this pursuit still taking up the challenge of a...
Grab your spatulas. SpongeBob and Patrick are back for a wild, ghostly adventure across Bikini Bottom. In Titans of the Tide, chaos erupts when the Flying Dutchman and King Neptune clash, unleashing supernatural mayhem through familiar underwater neighborhoods. You'll switch between SpongeBob and Patrick as they dive into haunted jellyfish fields, cursed coral reefs, and eerie sunken ships, solving puzzles, platforming through spooky levels, and battling otherworldly foes. The game mixes slapstick humor with an atmospheric, frosty twist that turns the usually bright Bikini Bottom into something strangely haunting yet hilarious. With vibrant visuals, voice acting full of charm, and replayable challenge modes, Titans of the Tide proves that even the silliest sponge can rise to face cosmic chaos, all while keeping that classic Nickelodeon heart beating strong beneath the waves.
Wary of the mighty king, wary of these OG SpongeBob come to save Bikini Bottom. Of the mighty king, wary of their spells, beware of king and ghost.
It's like a gift from the gods.
The arena explodes once again, Dragon Ball sparking. Zero resurrects the legendary Budokai Tenkaichi series with a modern engine, cinematic visuals, and more energy than a Super Saiyan showdown. With over 180 fighters spanning Z, Super, GT, and beyond, this is the most complete Dragon Ball roster ever assembled. Every punch, every beam, every clash feels massive. The environments crumble, skies ignite, and energy waves tear the ground apart in true Dragon Ball fashion. Developed by Bandai Namco, this is the ultimate love letter to fans, a spectacle of nostalgia and power. You can recreate iconic fights or craft your own dream battles in custom battle mode, mixing universes and rewriting history.
You're dead.
Energy with me, Forrest!
The machines are back, in pixel form. Terminator 2. No Fate brings the gritty intensity of Judgment Day to a side-scrolling battlefield where every bullet counts. Play as Sarah Connor, the hardened survivor, or the iconic T-800 as you storm through levels filled with steel, smoke, and Skynet drones. Every explosion, every frame of the pixel art radiates love for the original film, capturing its grim beauty and relentless drive. This isn't just nostalgia, it's a fast, brutal tribute to classic arcade action, complete with boss fights inspired by the movie's unforgettable moments. With tight controls, responsive combat, and a pulsing retro soundtrack, No Fate delivers the perfect mix of old-school challenge and cinematic flair. The future is still unwritten, but it looks damn good in 16-bit.